Hello, children. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing very good. As we started with certain study parts, isn't it? 1 week is all over, and you must have definitely got with all the subjects now, and must have been aware as to which lesson is going on, how to go about it, how to learn, when to write the notes, etc. Isn't it? And I hope you all are doing it regularly. Yeah. Okay, so now today is the second class of English, and as you all are aware, we are doing the golden windows. Correct? If you all remember, I hope you all have not forgotten that. So we are doing the golden windows, and we had done till the second page, that is page number 2, where the little Steve has got a holiday, and he's going to utilize it in a very better manner, as his father has asked him that he should enjoy that day and should learn something in that weekly off of his, right? So I'll just read that part over here where Steve's father is telling. On Saturday, Steve's father told him, "You have earned a holiday. Take a day off today and try to learn something good." So he decides to learn something good over here. So Steve was delighted. Delighted, he was very happy. Okay, so he is very pleased that he got this holiday. He thanked his father and then started off for the house with the golden windows. So finally, he's going to look out for the golden windows. Where is it? After trudging for a long time, what do you mean by trudging here? Trudging is like struggling, walking slowly with a lot of effort. He's struggling to reach up to that place. He's tired, right? I'll show you the meaning of trudging. It's here, okay? So it is walking slowly with a lot of effort, trudging. So he reaches up for a long time. After trudging for a long time, Steve came to a big hill. At the top was the house he had been searching for. So he finally reaches to that hill, the opposite side of the hill. Steve hurried to it, but to his disappointment, it did not have golden windows. So he was almost near that window. He reaches to that hill and he sees that window, but it wasn't in golden color, right? They were made of clear glass like any normal ones. So he was a little disappointed to see that. He was like, I had come here searching for the golden windows, but somewhere it is not looking golden as I thought. It's just the normal glass windows. Suddenly, a woman came to the door. To Steve's surprise, it was Mrs. Campbell, a friend of his mother's. So there comes one lady to close the shutters of the window, and to his surprise, it is Mrs. Campbell, who is his mother's friend. "Hello, Steve," she exclaimed. "How nice to see you here. Did your mother send you for something?" she asked Steve very kindly. So Mrs. Campbell, as a sweet gesture, asked Steve how did he happen to come there to the opposite side of the hill. Was he in need of something that his mother must have sent him across with something? Okay, so she is questioning him. "Hello, Mrs. Campbell. I came for something else. At the end of every day, I see your golden windows from the top of a hill near our farm." Steve explained, and now I have come here to see them, but I find that they are only glass. So finally, Steve tells Mrs. Campbell for what reason he had come there. Okay, so he tells her that from the top of the other side of the hill, or from his near farm, he sees this side of the window which seemed to be always golden in color, but now when he came closer to that window, it is just like a normal glass window and it is no more golden. So he's a little worried and upset. Then Mrs. Campbell moved her head from side to side and laughed. "We are poor family people," she said, "and I don't think there will be ever any gold on our windows. Anyway, glass is better than gold to see through." So Mrs. Campbell laughs out loud at his innocence, of Steve's innocence, and tells him that she never had, or they never had, a window with gold. And it would never happen as well because they are poor farmers, so they're farming people, so they may never have that much of money to build a golden window. And they're very happy. She's very happy that her windows are of simple glass windows and not of golden, because glass is always better to see through. So she's explaining Steve about the real fact. She asked Steve to sit down and rest. She brought him a cup of milk and some cake. She then called her little girl Paula, a child of his own age, to sit with him. Mrs. Campbell went back to her work, leaving the two children together to talk and play. So Campbell explains to Steve about all those things, about the real fact about the window. She tells him that it is not possible for them to have a golden window, and she's very happy with the glass windows as well. And then soon, as a good gesture, as a good host, she calls Steve inside and she gives him or serves him with milk, with some milk and cake. Okay, and then she immediately calls her girl, or her daughter Paula, who is of the same age of Steve, so that they can sit together and have a good chat. They can talk to each other, they can play with each other. So she then leaves them together to play, and she goes inside to continue with her work. All right, I hope you all are clear with the story till here now. Yes or no, children? I'll take you for one more paragraph, and then the next will continue in the next class. Okay, so here we go. Steve and Paula wandered around her family's farm. Paula showed him her black calf. See, can you see the black calf? Princess, that had a white star on its forehead. So Princess was the name of the black calf who had a white star on its forehead. So Paula showed Steve her farm and her animals, and one of that was the black calf. Okay, they crept up to the roof to see her cat and her kittens. Crept means something very slowly you go, without making noise, without the other person coming to know. You just scroll down. That is called as crept. Okay, so they again crept up to the roof to see her cat and her kittens. Soon they became friends, and Steve asked her about the golden windows. Paula said that she knew all about them. So soon they were very good friends. They got accustomed with each other. They started playing with each other. Paula started showing him the places, her house, etc. And this was more comfortable. This made Steve more comfortable with her. And then he idly shares his views to Paula. Soon he tells her that he had come there in search of the golden windows. And what happens? Paula said that she knew all about them. So surprisingly, he asked Campbell, but Mrs. Campbell was unaware about the golden windows, but Paula was aware about the golden windows. And she says, I knew all about them. So he was very happy. Steve was very happy that soon he will come to know or get to see the golden windows. Okay, now the suspense, will keep it aside and we'll read the chapter in the next class. Okay, until then you all can read till where we have read and mark the difficult words and practice those difficult words in your English classwork five times each, whichever you feel so. Okay, there's no markings, or there is no hard and fast key. I will be doing only 5, I will be doing only 2 or 3. Whichever you feel that these spellings I am finding it difficult or I don't know, you can write them. Apart from that, all the bold ones, can you see the darkened ones? Those words till we have reached, until that place you can write down 5 times each. Okay, this will be your homework, or you can put it as your practice work. All right, in your English classwork only. But ensure you put the date and you put the title of the chapter, and then you will write the darkened ones only 5 times each in your English classwork. Okay, as your practice work. All right, children. So I'll meet you in the next class. Ta-ta, bye-bye. See you. Stay safe, stay happy, enjoy yourself.